Hey everybody, it's Mr. Owen. I'm back here at Juneau Montessori School. I miss you guys, but I heard that everybody liked the Montessori bread video, so today we're going to do another cooking video. We're going to do homemade flour tortillas, something else that you can make as a family. So I've already washed my hands. I'm not going to go through showing you all that again. I'm just trying to drive it home. We all need to be washing our hands right now in all times. So encourage your whole group of tortilla makers to wash their hands, and then we'll begin. So making the dough for flour tortillas is very simple. I have 2 cups of all-purpose flour. I have a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. I have 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil. And I have a portion of very hot water. This is not boiling water, but it should be hot, so hot that you know, as hot as your hands can stand. We don't want to burn anybody, but it needs to be hotter than lukewarm tap water. The measurement is 1/2 plus 1/3 cup. I don't know what fraction that is. I had to manipulate the recipe for a smaller batch. So it's 1/2 plus 1/3 cup of very hot water. I use a wooden spoon here, mix it all together until it comes together into a ball. Okay, it's kind of coming together, it's sticking. As you can see, that was very hot water, and I can put my hands in it, so there's not really any risk of you burning, you know, your children or anything like that. Just be aware of the water temperature. I'm going to knead this dough just a couple of times until it just comes together. We don't need to knead it like we were kneading bread. We're just making a dough ball. I like to have a little extra flour handy. If it seems slightly sticky, just add the tiniest bit more flour. You don't want it to be sticking to your work surface or anything like that. So this recipe that we're making today should make about 8 largish sized flour tortillas. So I'm going to take this dough that, as you can see, I did not knead for very long. Using a not sharp butter knife, I'm going to cut it into 8 pieces. I have parchment paper here, 2 sheets. This is really helpful stuff. The dough won't stick to it. You don't need to use it. If you don't have parchment paper at home, don't worry. You can do it with just a rolling pin and a little flour. It's just easier and neater if you use the parchment paper. So I'm going to make a small ball. It's about the size, a little less than the size of a golf ball. Should be what you get. Put a second piece of parchment paper down on top. Smush it down with your hand. This is going to give you a slightly rounder tortilla. And I'm going to use a rolling pin to roll it out flat between the 2 pieces of paper. The idea is that you really want this to be as thin as you can get it. And this is the work of this. Like, if, you know, we need, well, we don't need, you can make a thick tortilla. But the work that we're doing here is the rolling pin work. So not only do you get something delicious to eat with your family afterwards, but you're practicing this motion with the rolling pin to get it flat. You can roll all the way over the edges of the tortilla, so it's, you know, pretty even thickness. And also, it's nice the paper will allow you to do it without having it get so thin that it sticks to the board or anything. So we have this. They're not going to be round. That's okay. This is a rustic tortilla. As you can see, it comes up really easily off of the paper. It doesn't stick to the parchment. Next to me right here, I have a flat top griddle. This is one of those electric griddles, make pancakes on it or whatever. We use them at school. I have it turned all the way up to the maximum, which is 400 degrees. You don't have one of these at home, you can use a pan, like a non-stick large skillet or something would work just fine. You don't want to put any fat on this. This is a dry, you're cooking them dry, don't butter it or anything like that. When we've done this at school, the kids have been, the students have been very able to lay the tortilla down on the grill. At that point, when it's time to flip it and remove it from the grill, then I have done it for them. So, you know, please don't turn your children loose with a 400-degree griddle. But while this is cooking, I'll make another one so you can kind of see the process of how it goes. So once again, roll it into a ball, smash it down, rolling pin to get it thin. So as you can see, you can reuse the parchment. You don't need a new parchment each time you make a tortilla, just reuse the same ones. Have a tortilla down on the grill. Okay, I'm gonna see what this first one looks like. So I'm going to pick it up. You can see it's starting to brown. It starts to look like a store-bought tortilla. It's actually very hot right now, but my fingers aren't very sensitive, so don't handle them like that. But as you can see, it's starting to get some brown on there. And we're just gonna go like that. They take maybe, I don't know, 45 seconds to a minute on each side. I'll show you what the next one looks like when it's done. Once again, this is hot, but I'm gonna hold it up. It looks like it has a small piece of brown on it. It looks just like a tortilla that you bought in the store, only not quite as round. So to store these so they don't dry out, I have a plate and a napkin. Just take your cooked tortilla, put it in the napkin, cover it up, and then you can stack them up and they'll stay warm for your dinner. Once they're completely cool, you can put them in a wrap them in plastic or put them in a storage container or something and do whatever you want with them. Make quesadillas or burritos or whatever you want to do with tortillas. I miss you guys so much. I miss the kids. I'm really happy to be connecting with you in this way. Please, everyone, stay healthy, and I hope I see you very, very soon. Thank you very much.